Welcome back, dear students of class 6. Today, we are going to start part 10 of the chapter Scratch Programming Introduction to Game Creation. Students, in this part, you are going to study sound blocks in the Scratch. So, let us quickly begin with it. Now, students, you know that the sound blocks are used to create sound effects in your Scratch project. Okay, now these sound blocks are pink color coded blocks that control the sound functions. Okay, they have pink color. Okay, now the sound blocks provides different blocks, okay, to add music to our Scratch project. So if you want to add some sounds or music to your Scratch project, you have to use the sound block. Now there are 13 sound blocks available in Scratch, and we will be talking about some of them in this particular part. Now the sound can be added to a Scratch project in three ways. First is choose sound from library. That means there is a default library which is there already present in the Scratch, and you can use that sound from that default library. Or you can record a new sound, you can record your own sound, or you can upload sound from a file, from a music file that you have on your computer. So these are the three ways through which the sound can be added if you want to add some new sounds. Now students, let's talk about the different blocks available in the sound category. The first block is play sound. Okay, play sound, and whatever sound has been selected over here. Now, what does this block do, students? This block plays a specific sound without pausing the script. Okay, so if you select this block, it will play that particular sound. For example, play sound meow. So it will play this meow sound, the sound that the cat makes. Okay, it will play that sound, but the important thing to be noted over here is that it will play this sound without pausing the script. What is the meaning of this? Let me explain you. I'm opening my Scratch window. Now I'm bringing this block over here. Play sound meow. Okay. Now see students, if I click on this, the sprite is making the meow sound, the sound which has been selected over here. So what is the meaning of this word or this particular line? Without pausing the script. Okay. So students, if I add a bunch of same, I have added four play sound meow blocks over here. Okay, and I will add this event control when green flag clicked. Okay, so let's see what will happen when I have added four same blocks and then I click on the green flag. Okay, so see, the meow sound was played only once. Okay, we have added four blocks, but still it has played once. You know why? Because it is playing this sound without pausing the script. So all the sounds are playing at once. That's why we cannot get a difference between all the four sounds, because all these four sounds are playing at once. Now how to counter this? Okay, how to get rid of this problem? You can use the next particular sound block, that is play sound until done. Okay, until done means what? It will allow this sound to completely uh, you know completely finish, and then the next sound will be played. Okay, so let me show you what is the use of this block, play sound meow until done. This block plays the specified sound. Okay, it will also play the specified sound, pausing the script until the sound has finished playing. Okay, so all the other script will be paused. Okay, let us see, play sound meow until done. Now I'm going to add these four, this also, and then I'm going to add the green flag also. Now see students, I'll just delete this, or I'll not delete. Okay, I'll remove this. Now Now when I play all these four sounds, students, okay, after clicking the green flag, the all four sounds are going to be played. See. So what is this particular block doing? Play sound until done. What is it doing? It is pausing the other scripts. That means when we press the green flag or when we generally press this, the first sound will be played. It will be completed until done. It will be completed until and unless this one is completely done, this will not play. As soon as this one is done, then this one will be played, then this one will be done, and then this one will be played, and so on. Okay, so this will be this play sound until done will pause the script and it will play. Okay, and this one will not pause the script, and because of not pausing the script, all the sound will be played at once. So I hope you understood the difference between these two blocks. Moving on to the third block, stop all sounds. The name itself suggests this block stops all the sounds currently being played on the all the sprites. So this is a very simple block. Okay, stop all sounds. It will stop all the sounds if they are playing. Okay, if your this sound is all the sounds are continuously playing in your this scratch project, and if you use this stop all sounds, it will stop all the sounds, okay, from being played. So let me quickly delete all this and let's go to the fourth block, that is play drum. Okay, number one for 0.25 beats. Okay, this block plays the drum sound for the specified number of beats. Okay, so let me bring this block over here and let me click on this. So as you heard a tiny sound for one beat. Okay, now you have the opportunity to select different. Okay, this one is the snare drum, two is the bass drum. So there are different kinds of drum. How many? 18 categories of drum that you can select from. Okay, and you can play the drum sound for different amount of beats. Okay, the number of beats you specify over here, that number of beats will be played by this particular block. Moving on to the next block, rest for 0.25 beats. Very simple. This block pauses the script for the specified number of seconds. So if you use this block, okay, and if you use other blocks after this, so what will happen? This now see, I have added play drum for 1 beat, or sorry, 0.25 beat, then rest, and then play rest for 0.25 beat, and then play drum again. So what will happen? This one will be played, then for 0.25 bits nothing will happen. Okay, it will rest and then again this will be played. See, rest. Okay, now let me increase the this resting sound. Okay, so there this was played. Wait, let me just change this so that you can recognize the difference, and let me increase the sound also. Yeah, now this one will be played, then for 1 beat, not for 0.5 bits, for 1 beat. Let me change one to this also. Okay, so this one will be played, then it will rest for 1 beat, and then this one will be played again for 1 beat. Okay, okay, so there was a pause between these two. I hope you noticed it. Moving on to the next block. The next block is our play note 60, or whichever note is selected over here, for 0.5 beats, or how the number of beats that have been selected over here. So this block plays a note from the instrument for the specified amount of beats. So let me delete these. Play. Now see, there are different notes over here. The default one that has already been selected is 60. Okay, so whichever note you select from here, okay, that one will be played for 0.5 beats or the number of beats you select over here. Okay, by default 0.5 bits is shown. You can change it to 1, 2, 0.25 as you like. Moving on to the next uh, block. The next block is set instrument to 1. Okay, this block sets the instrument to the specified one. Okay, now we have different instruments available to us in the scratch. Now there are 21 instruments that you can select from. The number 1 is piano, the number 2 is electric piano, the 3 is organ, okay, the mouth organ. 4 is guitar. So you can select from these different instruments, and once you select this, then that particular instrument will be selected for your script, okay, and no other instrument will be used other than this guitar, okay, if you select 4 or based on whichever instrument you select. There are 21 instruments available to you. Okay, so basically this block sets the instrument to the specified one. So whichever you specify over there, that instrument will be set for your uh, project. Moving on to the next one. This is a very easy one. Change volume by the specified amount. So if you use this minus values, then it will lower the volume. If you use positive values, then it will increase the volume. So this block changes the volume of the sprite by the specified amount. It is very easy. Okay, if you use the negative values, it will lower the sound, okay, or the volume. And if you use the positive values, suppose if you use 50, then it will change the volume by 50. That means increase the value by 50 amount. Okay, let's move on to the next block. The next block is set volume to the specified percentage. This block sets the sprite's volume to the specified amount. So this one, okay, set volume to the specified percentage. Okay, so if you select if you make changes in this, it will change in the amount of percentage of the volume. Suppose currently the volume is selected 100%, that means it will play to its full capacity. But if you make 50%, then it will only play for the 50% of the time. So whatever amount you specify over here, that much will be the this volume of your sound compared to what its full capacity is. Okay. So if its full volume capacity is 100%, if you make it 50%, then the volume will be set to half of what its full capacity is. So this is the set volume to 100% block. Now while there's an important note written over here. While selecting the note, always remember higher number will play higher pitches. Okay, so it is for this block. Okay, so whatever number you select, so if you select an higher number, then it will play a higher pitch. Moving on to the next one. Now we have completed all the almost we have completed all the blocks that are available in Scratch. Sound block. Some of them are not there in our syllabus, so we'll not deal with them. Now we have to create this particular uh, project, Scratch project, where we have to make the sprite dance. Okay, and the sound will be played. So let us quickly start with it. Okay, so let us create a dancing sprite project. Write the code in the scripts area as shown in the given figure. Okay, so over here there are a bunch of there are some figures given over here, and we have to create this dancing sprite project. So let us begin with it. Now, the sprite used here is Cassie Dance, and this is the script associated with the Cassie Dance sprite. So let us quickly add Cassie Dance sprite. First, let us delete this default sprite. Now, using this, let us add from the people let us search for Cassie dance sprite. So this one is Cassie dance sprite. It has 4 costumes, so we'll add it. So this is the Cassie dance sprite. Now there is a program. This is the script associated with Cassie dance sprite is this. Okay, so let us quickly add this script. So first one is the when green flag clicked. The next one is forever and wait for 1 second. So we will go to control and we'll bring this forever and wait for 1 second. Okay. Then change color effect by 25. So you know that it is available in the looks block. Change color effect by 25. Okay. So this is done. Next costume. And then next costume block is also available over here. Okay, so this is the project, sorry, this is the these are the scripts that are associated with our Cassie dance sprite. Okay, let us move to the next. The next is the script for background. So we need to change the background to this particular background. So this background is uh, the spotlight stage present in the music and dance group. So let us do that. Go to this one, choose backdrop from backdrop library. Okay, then go to music and dance and change it to stage spotlight stage and click on OK. So now see our background is also selected. Okay, now come to the script, choose the click on this background. Okay, don't click on Cassie sprite. Okay, click on this stage backdrop. Okay, now students, stay as soon as you click on this stage backdrop. Okay, it will have a bunch of scripts associated with it. Okay, in different categories. Now we need to add these uh, for the our stage backdrop. Okay, for this backdrop we need to add script. So let us begin. So the first one is when green flag clicked. So let us do that. When green flag clicked, then forever block. This is the forever block present in the control. Then set instrument to 21. So go to sound, set instrument to not 1 but 21. Okay, which is the synth pad. Then play drum number 3 for 0.2 beats. Okay, play drum number 3 for 0.2 bits. 0.2 bits. Now students, what just notice that there are different drums to be played over here. Okay, but drums are only to be played. That means all these bottom blocks are same and all the blocks are being played for 0.2 beats. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate this and place it below. Again duplicate these two and place it below. Now there are 9, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and these are 8, and then I will add the ninth one. Okay, and make it 0.2. Now let's change the drum numbers according to the given script. Okay, 7, 4, 2. So this one is 7, this one is 4, this one is 2. Then 9, 1, 15. This one is 9, this one is 1, and this one is 15, then 13 and 12. This one is 13 and this one is 12. So now we have completed the script. Okay. Now one more thing we have to do, we need to add this also. Okay. So we'll place these scripts over here. Go to this, when green flag clicked, forever. Then next costume or next backdrop. For the stage we have next backdrop. Okay, then wait for 1 second. Then go to this next backdrop. Okay, and our script is done. Okay, so our Cassie dance script is also done, and our stage backdrop script is also done. Once this is done, what we need to do, we need to go back to our sprite, this project, Scratch project, and click on this green flag. So let us see what output do we get when we click on the green flag. See the cat, this sprite is dancing. Okay, and it is she is dancing forever. Okay, so as you can see, now this sprite is dancing forever until we click on this red stop button. Okay, as soon as we click on this red stop button, the sprite has stopped dancing. So this was our small project on what? On making the sprite dance. With this, we come to the end of this chapter and we have finished this chapter. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer your doubts. Thank you for listening. Take care of yourself and be well.